Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Jay Hollingshed, your high performance mindset coach. I help coach athletes and driven entrepreneurs to higher levels of productivity and profitability for a better quality of life. Now, as I stated before, I am Jay Hollingshed, your tongue twisted high performance mindset coach, and this is episode 104 of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. So we've hit number 104 of 365. We've crossed our century mark and we're still crossing other barriers. We're making moves. We're trying to get there. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Also, those that are watching on repeat. If you are watching this on repeat, thank you so much. First time viewers, I appreciate you as well. To watch this episode in its entirety, feel free to go to my YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, tag, all that wonderful stuff. Everything I've done, all of my videos before my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance series, including my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance series, everything is backlogged on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go there and check out those as well. Now let me acknowledge everybody who is checking in from my front row, all my front row people. Let me see. My brother, AJ, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Arthur Hollingshed, Jason Miller, I appreciate you. All right, Brown Bunny Handcrafted Jewels. We got my companies tuning back in. I appreciate you. I saw you. I got your message last time. Faith James, my girl. What's happening, Faith? How you doing? I appreciate you. All my front row people, thank you so much. Now, today is Friday, 5th day of the week. No, I'm sorry, 6th day of the week. And being that this is the 6th day of the week, we discuss pillar number 6 of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. And that is pillar number 6 is managing stress. Managing stress. Karan Butler, I appreciate you for tuning in as we start this managing stress, man. What I have for you today comes from Psychology Today. And this article was written by Dr. Ryan Nemec. Dr. Ryan Nemec, he's a psychologist. And so he recommends, this article actually has 10 tips, but due to the interest of time, I'm only going to give you 5. So 5 strategies for stress management, 5 new strategies for stress management. Here we go. The first one, use reframing. Use reframing. Now, this is what reframing is. This is a mental activity that involves looking at a stressor or negative situation and explaining it realistically and honestly in a positive or neutral way. Many times when something bad happens to us, we get emotionally wrapped up in the negative because we are in the middle of a negative experience and we are reacting from our surroundings. We are in a negative bubble, so we are trying to react from a negative bubble, from the external pressure that's come in on us. But that positivity that's in us, all that negativity is coming in trying to attack our core, which is that positivity. So if that's what it's going to take, we need to go in, look at it from a positive or neutral way, bring that out. Look at it from a different perspective. We got to look at the whole picture. If we're only looking at it from our negative vantage point, that's because we're looking from only what we see. We only see the negative, but you have to pause, take a mental 360. Turn around, all the way around and look at what you got. You take that mental 360, you see a whole picture. You get to see it from the positive side as well. So reframe it. Don't just frame it in the negative. Frame it in the positive. Other people tuning in. My family, my babies tuning in. Lisa Hollingshed, Jaleesa Hollingshed. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. We got number 2. Step number 2. Improve your planning. That's another new tip to help reduce your stress. Improve your planning. Stress management research done by Robert Epstein has made it clear that stress can be managed through planning. So start making your daily checklist. Dust off your planners. Take action by organizing and doing your weekly activities, your routine activities. You have to plan. Here's why planning is so important. I'm going to give you an example. How many times have you had to take a test? And when you planned for that test, you studied for that test, or you had a presentation, or you had a big game, you studied, you prepared, you planned over and over and over, and you were so ready that you were not stressed at all. No stress. Now, let's look at the reverse. When you don't study, when you don't prepare, you don't plan, you underplan, you underprepare, and you don't study at all, how stressed are you? Yes. So now you understand the concept of improve your planning. When you plan, you reduce the stress. Or as the old military saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, number 3, develop a forgiving style. A forgiving style. The strength of forgiveness has been shown to have powerful buffering effects on stress. Those who are highly forgiving of themselves and others have a far less chance of having mental illness. That's very important. Very important. We got to listen up to this. There's a far less chance of us suffering from mental illness if we simply let go of the grudge and forgive. When we hold that in, we're holding negative pressure inside. We're putting pressure on our internal organs, or we are really putting pressure on ourselves from a cellular level. And what that does, when enough cells in your body are under duress, then they act out. They act out because your cells make up your organs. Your organs make up your body. So when they act out from being under duress in a negative pressure, you're going to have a negative bodily response, which becomes the mental illness. So develop a forgiving style. Once you develop that forgiving style, you let go of a lot of that negative pressure. There's a team of researchers led by Lauren Toussaint, and it explains that forgiveness takes the bad connection between mental illness and stress and makes them almost zero. So without forgiveness, we experience stress in a whole new way. It's like raw and it's tough and it doesn't feel good at all. We become mentally ill and stressed. So in order to unblock that stress, practice forgiveness. That's another way. That's way number 3 of 5 to go ahead and reduce your stress. Let's go to number 4. Affirm your values. This is a very good one because this is our foundation. Affirm your values. Research studies have shown that those who think about their highest values before a stressful event actually experience less stress and show substantial decrease in the stress hormone cortisol compared to control groups. Now, that may have sounded like a lot, but here's the thing. When you affirm your values before you have an event, you affirm your values before you perform, you affirm your values before you do anything, you are actually going within, you're saying your declarations, your proclamations, or you're realizing who you are, what you stand for, and why you stand for that. What makes you you? What is the substantial pillars that help you make your decisions all throughout life? Those are the things, those are your values. What do you stand for? What makes you who you are? Who do others see you as? Those are your values. When you affirm those, you affirm yourself and you're like, okay, this is who I am. And your chest starts to stick out. Yeah, okay, I got this. I'm proud. Yeah, this is me. I'm going into this and I'm going into this strong. So when you affirm yourself and your shoulders, your back may be kind of limp, but you straighten your back up. Okay, yeah, I got this. You bring out that confidence. More confidence reduces stress. So affirm your values. Let's go to number 5, the 5th and final one. The 5th and final one is unleash your gratitude. Unleash your gratitude. That's a beautiful experience if you unleash your gratitude and you learn to make that a habit. You'd be surprised at how people look at you and they're so confused because they're like, what? Wait a minute. I'm trying to push your buttons and you want to give me a hug? Really? Dude, that's okay. I'll pass. And then you can't help but walk away and laugh because you planted a seed in their head that they will never forget. And they will be thinking about that over and over and over. And they're going to come back. They're going to come back to you and they're going to find out. We're going to want to know what it is, or they're going to want to know indirectly from you what it is. They may not come directly to you, but I guarantee you, if you're on social media, they're going to troll you. Really, big time. They're going to find out who you are and what you're about and what kind of effect did you have over them. You took the power from them. That's what you did. So unleash your gratitude. The practice of gratitude, both spiritual gratitude as well as counting daily blessings, has a big impact on stress. Studies have also shown that this is helpful to keep up with gratitude when facing troubling emotions. So unleash your gratitude when it comes to stress. When you get stressed out, just think about how grateful you are. Think about how blessed you are. And once you get through counting all your blessings, you're going to forget what you even stressed about. And you're going to proceed with that confidence, with that joy in your heart, with that smile in your face. You're like, look, I'm too blessed to be stressed. If y'all heard that, that's what that's all about. So unleash your gratitude. That is step number 5 and the final step. And let me acknowledge my people who just tuned in. Let's see, we got Sebastian, what's that, Osa, did I pronounce it right? Sebastian Osa, I appreciate you for tuning in. Danella Hicks, I appreciate you with allthat.org. I'm going to tell you something. Talk about counting your blessings. Danella Hicks. If anybody is in the Columbus area, allthat.org. all-that.org. I'm telling you, that is the, I'm a board member, and I'm a proud board member of that nonprofit organization. And we help out inner city youth. We help them in the areas of academics, not just academics. We help them in the area of academics. Now I'm board members missing. My brain is locking up now. Academics. Tell you what, go to all-that.org and you will find out what it stands for. And I'm going to try that again. Academics, life planning, career planning. That's what we help them with. So go there, help out the kids in allthat.org. Now, we're talking about stress. Let me ask you this. How many times this week has your high level of stress accompanied you to work? How many times have you taken your stress to work? Have you taken your stress to school? How many times have you taken your stress to your last performance? Or your stress just showed up and your stress took center stage before you? If your stress is outshining you all the time, when this happens, you are actually playing second fiddle, or you get the best supporting actor in your own life, in the show of your own life. That's what's happening. You got the best supporting actor role in the story of you. Why? Who got the best supporting? Who got the best acting role? Stress. Stress has outshined you. And when your stress outshines you, it's not good. It's not good at all. We go right back to those mental illnesses we're talking about. So if that's happening to you, and you're tired of that happening to you, and you want to do something about that, you want somebody to be your accountability partner and to coach you through that process of getting rid of that negative stress, hit me up. Hit me up at jhollingshed.com or go to speaktoj.com. Inbox me right now on this platform. I love you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is all I have on this Stress Management Friday. This is episode 104 of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. As always, be well, stay blessed. Through love, be a blessing. God bless.